Y'all know what time it is. Let's get them drafties on. All right. Feeling a little bit under the weather today, so apologize if I'm sluggish, but the show must go on. And here we have another drafty of the Crimson Vow. Ranked best of one. Pick one, pack one is looking pretty poor. Opened up a dig up. Fine card. I don't like first picking it. Scattered Thoughts. Alluring Suitor. I guess here I'm just going to take the Suitor. Pretty unexciting pack, though. Yeah, just not really any card I'm happy taking, but I guess the Suitor is a decent red uncommon here. Seems like the best card in the pack anyways, so go ahead and take that and see what happens. Okay. Another pretty weak rare. But do have some playable cards now. More playables than the previous pack, certainly. Got a Hunter here, a Flame Breather, Fountain, Scab, Minister, Mind, Skulker. I'm down to take the Wandering Mind here, second pick after taking the Alluring Suitor. Haven't drafted too many red-blue decks, but Wandering Mind is a pretty fantastic card. 2/1 flyer for 3 that can often just draw you a card. Do need to increase the number of non-creature spells, of course, but we'll see what happens if we second pick it. Into potentially a Cobbled Lancer or a Lantern Bearer. Both fine. Repository Scab and Voldaren Epicure also okay if we wanted to. Not sure if the Cobbled Lancer is going to have as much synergy in this particular deck as like the Lantern Bearer or the Repository Scab. Could also just start taking a bunch of Ancestral Angers, but I think I kind of like taking the Lantern Bearer here. Maybe going down this route, see if we can do something spicy. Something fresh and new as I'm going to take another Lantern Bearer. Okay. Wedding Security in the pack. Another Flourishing Hunter, but let's try something new, like I said. Yeah, we'll take a Ballista Watcher here. Flame Breather. Could just also load up on Flame Breathers. Just take like 5 Flame Breathers and all the random like cycling cards I can. But Ballista Watcher has just won me way too many games to pass up here. Maybe we can wield the Flame Breather like the Cradle. Would be nice. Okay, it feels like red is open. We're getting back-to-back Ballista Watchers, pick 5 and pick 6, so not upset with my position now. As we get a pretty solid 7th pick here as well. Repository Scab goes well with the Lantern Bearers. Celebrance is always just a really solid card, and I think the Alchemist Retrieval would fit quite nicely right into this deck as well. So far I've taken nothing but creatures. But kind of want to take the Celebrance over the Retrieval. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm always happy to run Celebrance in my decks. That's a pretty late Gluttonous Guest here now too, and a Blood Fountain. Epicure also fine. I almost wonder if I should take the Gluttonous Guest and just look to potentially be red-black vampires. Guest is just such a good enabler. It's better than the Epicure for sure. Let's try that. Let's just stay a little bit open and maybe get rewarded. Alright, Scattered Thoughts versus that Epicure now. Yeah, Epicure's fine, but I'm going to go with the Thoughts. Okay, we wield the Scab and the Flame Breather as well as the Blood Fountain. Alright, maybe I'm going to try to do the red-blue deck then. Let's take the Flame Breather here, and I think there's one more that can potentially wheel, right? Oh yeah, and let's get the Ancestral Angers now as well. Do something spicy. Could even run that, honestly. Cradle of Safety on the wheel's good. Okay. Again, like I said, I haven't done too many of the red-blue spells decks, but this is looking like we can go down that route pretty well. Damn, fantastic opening second pack here. Ill-Tempered Loner is just way, way too good. 4 mana 3/3 that can pump, but the ability is so nasty, especially versus decks that don't have access to non-damage-based removal. So if you're playing like versus red, black, this card can just 2-for-1 so easily. Drake is good. Whispering Wizard's good. Bridgewolf, Sure Strike. A lot of playable cards here, but yeah, this is just an easy loner. So we continue to load up on the 4-drops, unfortunately. Easy Abrade now, no problem. Best card in the pack is Bleed Dry, sure, but obviously a bleed, or rather a Abrade slots exactly to where we want it in this deck. Brambleworm, womp womp. It's a good card. We're just going to take the Chill of the Grave. Keep with our plan. Look for more Flame Breathers, look for more Ancestral Angers, look for more camp tripping, tempo-y blue and red cards. Not going to take the first Throng there. Could have. And would get a second one now. Mischievous Catgeist is okay. I don't think it's great in red-blue, really, but could certainly end up taking it here. I kind of want to take the Retrieval, or maybe now the first Throng. Guess we're probably not playing Ambush. Yeah, I kind of just like taking another bounce spell here. I mean, I guess with double Lantern Bearer, the Catgeist does stuff, but I just don't think it's good enough in this deck. Let's take the bounce. There would be our first Cruel Witness if we want to. Sure Strike also fine. Another Chill of the Grave, good as well. Feels like this deck would really, really benefit off of just taking more Chill of the Graves. I already have like 4 drops. And with like double Ballista Watcher, having access to instant speed spells, pretty darn good. So I'm going to go with the Chill here. And yeah, really we're just looking for like more Kessig Flame Breathers. Just pick up like 2 or 3 Kessig Flame Breathers. And yeah, go to town. Okay, another Wandering Mind here, 6th pick. That's a good sign. We're at 8 hits for them right now. Okay, good. All right, I'm going to start taking these Throngs, and I guess if we get like 2 or 3 more, so 3 or 4 total, I will play them, but card doesn't really do too much for me here. Ah, yes, that does, though. Really like Wolf Strike, 8th pick, but Flame Breather number 2, exactly what we were talking about. Devils is okay. I want to keep my curve low, though. Sure Strike on the wheel. Wow, Whispering Witness on the wheel, too? That's kind of nuts. Again, I don't need more 4-drops, but Whispering Wizard is perfect for this deck. Fantastic. Wash Away is like an okay counter. I do prefer Siphon Essence to it, but there is a world where I will end up playing that. Not going to play a Lightning Wolf. Might run the Voldaren Epic here. That's not out of the question. Still only 1 Ancestral Anger, though. Kind of sad. And we wield none of the Throngs. Funny. Okay, good pack. No Balmy card here for us. Hiveheart Shaman's really good. I'm not going to splash for it. I think I might end up just taking this 3rd Flame Breather instead of taking the Lunar Rejection. Like I said, I want to maximize on the number of Flame Breathers I pick up here. I think Rejection's a better card, but I'd rather just have the Flame Breather. Kind of a funny first pick. Okay. Well, now we're going to get that Lunar Rejection anyways, so that feels good. Passing another Chill of the Grave. I would run 3. Path of Peril, one of the few Wrath effects in this format, but yeah. Alright, Eruth, Tormented Prophet. Little value card here for us. Passing a Rakentur, which would also be fantastic, but Eruth is just so good. If left unchecked for more than a couple turns, you just run away with the game because of the value you end up getting, you know? Alright, so we're probably going to end up cutting that recall, or Ancestral Anger, Epicure's... Well, Epicure's probably still okay. Let's take another Chill of the Grave here, I think. Issue here is I have no zombies, so these are always going to be 3 mana. But I think that's okay. Not a great 5th pick here for us. I don't really want Lacerate Flesh, but I guess it might be playable. I don't have that much like hard removal. We're more of a tempo deck with a bunch of bounce and like tap downs and stuff. So maybe we end up playing the Lacerate Flesh, but I'm not super high on it. I don't think I'm going to run 3 Ballista Watchers, am I? I have so many good 4-drops already. I don't want to play like 6 4-drops, but here we are. Okay, last few picks haven't really given us much. I'm not going to play a Ridgewolf. Combatants is not really good at all. Not playing Soul Cypher, maybe a second Cradle, but unlikely as well. Evolving Wilds versus the Gutter Skulker. Yeah, I don't think we want to overload on those 4, so let's just take the Wilds. Okay, another Siphon Essence maybe is okay. 4th Chill of the Grave? That might be a little bit much, we'll see. This looks good. I think I'm probably going to end up cutting the Epic here and going like this. That gives us 9 non-creatures for the 2 Wandering Minds and the 3 Flame Breathers. That's probably okay, eh? I'm almost considering just running the Ancestral Anger as a cheap spell that cantrips. Because I think that could also be really good in this deck. So we have 4 3-drops, 4 4-drops. The second Siphon Essence is actually really good when we have 3 Chill of the Graves too. Just so easy to pass with 3 mana open and either like chill or counter. But I think we'll go like this. Just run 8/8. I have a lot of playables though in the board. Could see maybe running the Lacerate Flesh over one of the chills. But I think I prefer this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Like I said, I haven't drafted too much red-blue before, so nice little change of pace. Hopefully this is a decent build of things. As we're playing against Lord Tupperware. My buddy Tups. Our hand looks great. Oh yeah, Eruth, too good. He's on the blue-white, sure. That's probably the Disturb deck. Man, our hand is kind of nutty though. Panicked Bystander. No land for him. Alright, we're just gonna slam Eruth. So there you go. That's a pretty good hit. We can go Alluring Suitor here. Attack with 2, add 2 red and flip the suitor now as a result. Sure. With the 2 extra red, I think I will go ahead and just fire off on the bystander. It's too bad he had the Fierce to kill my Eruth, but if he just misses another land drop this turn, it's kind of going to be game over, I would think. Oh, value with the Cobbled Lancer now too. That's fine. Let's go ahead and just play the Ballista Watcher and pass. Because the Ballista Watcher will also solo him if he keeps missing on lands. Didn't realize Eruth only worked while it was still in the battlefield itself. That seems like a bug maybe, right? You may play those cards this turn. When Eruth died, it took away my ability to cast the Flame Breather. So I'm just gonna pass here. Flip the Ballista Watcher. Start going to town. All of these are instant speed, so this is kind of fantastic. And remember, when Ballista Watcher flips, the ability says a creature cannot block this turn. So we can start forcing in a bunch of damage this way too. Alright, he's hitting his lands. But if I play my cards right, it'd be pretty easy victory. Gutter Skulker. That's fine. Let's see. I guess I will counter that. I mean, this is 3 damage worth of stuff. Yeah, let's counter the Gutter Skulker. Ping him for 1. Get the blood token. Oh, okay, he's just over it. Works for me. Not much to say there. They were just getting mana screwed, but our draw there was so nuts, too. Wonder if I'm not supposed to attack the Eruth into the open mana like that, but come on. The fact that we hit the Alluring Suitor made it just too good of a play, right? Attack with both, flip the Suitor, etc., etc. Oh man, playing against another streamer. Battle of the streamers today. First we played against Lord Tups, now we're playing against Profumato. Our hand is very reactive. I need to draw, like, a Flame Breather next turn, ideally. Okay, Wandering Mind's a good pickup. Mind Leech Ghoul. Alright, red, black. Drew the Alluring Suitor. I guess I'll play the Suitor out instead. It's a 2/3 that blocks the Leech. Or rather, Mind Leech. We'll see what he goes with. I might not even run out the Wandering Mind next turn, we'll have to see. Might just be better for us to pass next turn. Daybreak Combatants. Alright, so I'm going to take 4. That's fine. Did draw a land. Alright, well then I guess we're going to go ahead and just run out the Wandering Mind. And then play Retrieval. So, Flame Breather, Mind, and Bear are all gone. We're going to hit Scattered Thoughts. Great pickup. So now next turn when we pass, we're going to be able to hold up the big card draw and a bunch of tricky tricks. Is he gonna go for a bleed dry here? If he bleeds dry on my suitor, I will bounce it back to hand, I think. Hero's Downfall. Yeah, I'll bounce that one as well. I guess I probably should trade here. Yeah. I want to draw a land next turn. Eruth. Interesting. Okay, I'm just going to pass here with Scattered Thoughts and Counter available. I want to play one of my 3 drops while I can also give it Cradle of Safety backup. So I'll take my 2, go to 12. Counter that. Then the question is, do I want to discard this, like, Chill of the Grave? I think we do. We just want to find a 5th land. Don't want to be too greedy. We have Scattered Thoughts in our hand for later anyways. Bounce spell is fine. Alright, there's the land. Now we can protect it with Cradle. Start getting some crazy value. Hopefully he goes for Grizzly here, taps out. That'd be nice. Alright, Farmer, that's fine. Combatants, that's annoying, but fine. Yeah, I'm okay taking 4 here. Only 1 card left in their hand. Alright, well, let's just take care of the creature then. Pass. Really wanted to hit a land there. I think he might have a Flame Blessed Bolt in his hand. So we'll block, he'll go for Bolt, I Cradle it. That's good. Nice, now we can go land. Loner. Start attacking. And this is where we turn the tides. Flips in the daytime, nice. So we're going to play the Alluring Suitor pre-combat. Actually, will we? Gonna flip our Howlpack back, but that's okay. So that's, yeah, pre-combat. Land. Smash. Flip. Tap. Get more cards. Flame Breather. Pass. Absurd value. Alright. Yeah, this deck is nice. Could have used a little bit more burn. Some Flame Blessed Bolts of my own would have been fantastic, but yeah, so far, so good. Go, go. 2-0. Oh, man. What a day. Happy Saturday. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I'm liking this blue-red deck. Maybe I should be drafting blue-red more in this format. Just take all the Flame Breathers, and I don't think I've had a deck with more than like 2 of the Ancestral Angers. Card seems like it'd be fun to draft a bunch of, though. Because beyond a pump, it cycles for 1 mana, but then of course it draws a card, you know? Is that what I already said? Gives trample, pumps, yeah, draws a card. It does everything for 1 mana. Everything you want and more. Anyway. You know what's not bad? Drawing your Eruth every single game. Sample size is only, what, 3 games now, but... Oh, and how about your ill-tempered loner as well? Pretty good. I'm actually going to go ahead and Lunar Reject now, because we're tapping out for the foreseeable future. So let's go ahead and just get that tempo in. Pretty hard for red-white to deal with Eruth. Oh, our opponent got mana screwed here again. Alright, well, this is going to be a pretty quick game. We'll lead with the ill-tempered. Best versus, like, a braid or whatever. We'll take your 3. Like I said, best versus a braid or whatever. Lantern Bear and a land. Alright, and this is going to be very quick. Eruth with Scattered Thoughts is just so many cards. But it's pretty awkward with her. Alright, they had a Rending Flame, so that's actually not bad for us. That, it's gone, because now we can actually cast all of our other cards off of Scattered Thoughts, most likely. Let's take a Chill of the Grave here. And we're likely to see a pretty fast scoop, I would think. This is just going to be way, way too much damage, yeah. Let's, Scattered Thoughts, we just need to hit 1 land. Perfect. Doesn't really matter here. Yeah, this is a beating. I don't think any of these games have felt particularly close, have they? Sometimes you just draw your 3 mana 2/4 that draws you 2 cards every turn. And all of the tempo, and all of the bounce, and all of the creatures that do things when you cast spells. What? No hand with Eruth? How extremely unlucky. Alright, on the draw. Pretty good looking hand though. Still a nice little curve out. Oh yeah. 1 mana Lantern Bearer, 2 mana Flame Breather, 3 mana Wandering. We have got ourselves a fantastic sequence of plays here, and legitimately, I might not need to draw another spell to win this game. Just between these 3 creatures and these 3 spells. I don't want to jinx it, of course, and of course, yeah, you know, I do want... Oh, jeez. Especially if they're going slow like that. We're just going to put way too much pressure on line early, I think. Aww. Because we did hit a brick. We have 3 of our, what, 9 hits in hand, though, so... Can't always win them. But if they just play like a random creature this turn, we're looking real good. Like that one. Here I think we want to tempo with the Alchemist Retrieval. And that way we can still hold up Cradle of Safety. And then next turn we can Chill of the Grave and Cradle of Safety if we're not using it this turn. But if they just run out their Lightning Wolf again, that's going to be game over. Or if they go for like a Lacerate Flesh here. Okay, that's fine. So, we're gonna chill the bat. Ping him for 1, attack him for 3. Throw him down to a quick little 6. Okay, Blood Tithe Harvester. Yeah, that can kill a creature eventually. Sure, Wolf's fine. So I have him at 1 on board here. And now I have him at 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I did my math right. Easy baby GG. Man, this deck is... I don't know. Not much to say. It's just bam, 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 boom. You're dead. Bam, 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 bam. No prisoners. Only death. Oh. Didn't even need Aerith that game. On the draw. Okay. I think on the draw I'm gonna give this a shot. It's really risky, but I think that's fine. We get an extra draw, so I don't need to hit a blue source. It would have just been ideal to hit a blue source there, but this might still be okay. Ballista Watcher's insane versus blue-white too, so hopefully we can yeah, let's just hit the island next turn and not have to sweat. Another Flame Breather, okay. Island off the top, let's go. This Ballista Watcher is getting hungry. Island for me. Y'all got any of them islands? Oh, that card is nasty. We did find the island though. So that's good. Yeah, that Welcoming Vampire is going to be a problem. I kind of want to just bounce it this turn. Try to find another land or something. And I think we try racing. So if I can find another land, then we can go Lantern Bearer plus Watcher. Yeah. Bounce spell again. Still need another blue source here. We'll go ahead and let them bounce. I'm not going to react. Yeah, 4 cards in their hand. Binding Geist, okay. Yeah, really need to draw a land. So I can hold up Alchemists and King. Did not find the land though. That's brutal. We're just missing blue here. I guess I'm just gonna pass. Another blue source and we'd be in really, really good shape, but... they're gonna get to draw a card off of this. Currently taking 4 damage. I think we're probably gonna Chill of the Grave their Welcoming Vampire this turn instead. I think they have a pump spell, so if I go for... Oh man, we really need to hit a land. If I go for ping, they're gonna pump it in response. So I might just want to retrieve it in response. But it's so inefficient. And then I would still end up taking 3 here. It's gonna make another 1/1 though. Alright. Let's just fizzle that. I still take 3, I go to 5. They have lethal in the air, potentially. Next turn, that is. They double spelled, so the wielder's gonna flip again. Ah! Brutal. Yeah, I think they have Adamant Will. And so that's going to end up killing us. I guess what I could do is like main phase shoot and play out the Lantern Bearer. And that way I'm not dead on board. And if they do have +2/+2 blocking the Welcoming Vampire, means I don't take lethal next turn. This actually could be kind of close still. But I do think they have some kind of pump in hand. Otherwise they wouldn't play out that presence, especially on that 1/1 that one turn. Okay. Yeah, I like their attack with that too. It's good. Doesn't matter what they target here. It's close. I guess they're just going to give my Ballista Watcher like -2/-0. Oh, they're going to make another flyer. Sure. They're going to give their Brine Comber -2/-0 and make another flyer. Which also draws them another card. That's a good play. Yeah, that's probably going to do it. Damn, just missed a couple too many land drops there. Technically, I could draw a Braid, but we're pretty sure that they have that Adamant Will in their hand. Alright, I mean... that'll be game. GG's. Doesn't matter when they cast this Adamant Will. Yep. Figured they had that. Yeah, that one turn, if we just hit it the second island, I would have been able to ping plus bounce, and that was the entire difference. I mean, I kept that hand with no blue sources, so we obviously rolled the dice a little bit there, but it was close. That was very, very winnable with just a blue source a little bit sooner. Either the first blue source sooner or the second blue source sooner, which I guess maybe goes hand in hand. But yeah, no, good. I like the play by the opponent as well to or to enchant their own Brine Comber to make an extra flyer, because that was also super relevant. I still would need to hit a land anyways, which I didn't. But if I hit a land that last turn, I would have 6 mana, so I could enchant my my ballista into a flyer and then hold up the ping ability as well. But then we still get got by Adam. I don't know. Anyway, good game. Nice interactive Magic. Better than any of those non-games for sure. Okay, we'll be on the play here. Ooh. Okay, a 2-lander that needs to draw 1 more land at least really badly, ideally 2. Yeah, hopefully we don't brick on a land again. 3rd land is super important here. Mirror match. Nice, we did hit in time. Brick. It's too bad since we only have 1 of our hits in our hand, so there were still 8 to hit in 6 cards. I imagine the odds of hitting there were really, really high. Okay, that's quite the sequence. So they have the Cradle of Safety. I'm going to main phase this to get in for some damage and hopefully find a 4th land. Storm Chaser Drake, boo. I'm still willing to trade here if they want to. That's fine as well. They're using their braid on that, so now hopefully this Ballista Watcher is going to start going to town. Hopefully they don't have a removal spell here. And then ideally I would also draw a 6th land. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Okay, cool, dude. Did not draw the 6th land, but you know what? The Lantern Bearer was not a bad draw. We'll go to combat. Nice. Getting in for 5 is huge there. And we're just going to play the Lantern Bearer and pass. The Lantern Bearer actually kind of hoses their creature. Wow, they had 5 mana and they did nothing with it? That's really good for us. Sure. I'm just going to snap block. Do they have 2 of those enchantments? I guess they could have 2 Cradles of Safety. Huh, okay. It's pretty funny. Interesting. Speaking of... Well, I think I might just try to race them in the air now. Lantern up my Ballista Watcher and attack. They should 100% block here. think. Reason being that Ballista Watcher can just ping that Wandering Mine later anyways. Yeah. I think that's a good block by them. And now we have the Cradle of Safety back up. So we really want to draw land next turn so I can go Wizard plus Hold of Cradle. Yeah, let's keep going. Funny mirror match. Ooh, that's a kind of annoying... Well, that's not gonna attack by itself, right? So... That's okay by me. Let's bash in for 5 in the air. And I think we're just passing here. Holding up Chill and Cradle seems correct. If they have a third Cradle of Safety, then they got me, but... Okay, that's kind of scary. I was debating if I wanted to chill in response so that they couldn't draw a counter or whatever. I'll go for chill on there, dude. It was probably better to chill in response, I guess. I mean, if they had another hexproof, they would have slammed it already. Or a counter, so I'm guessing that's not what they have. Oh? Oh, maybe they're gonna bounce itself to replay it? No, that's not very good. No, maybe that is their play. No, okay, it's not bounce. I mean, I'm dead if they have it. I'd be really sad if they have a third Cradle of Safety. Syncopate for 1. I mean, I have to pay. I guess they just have like a sure strike? Didn't I just lose if they full paid? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Oh, okay. Yeah, it didn't matter. So I don't think there was a way I could have beat that then. Good beats. Sucks, but I'm not sure if there was a way for me to... Even if I do it pre-combat, they just... make that same attack, right? Make that same attack, I block the 3, I still take lethal, yeah. Oh, you know what? No. So, I guess by giving them a chance to draw the Syncopate, I let them cast an additional spell that turn. That's what it was. That's interesting. But again, I'm pretty sure they could have just max paid on the Syncopate, and I would have lost anyway. So that's confusing. So I probably made a slight mistake not chilling before the draw 3 resolved, and then they got too fancy. They should have just cast the Syncopate for max value. Yeah, so maybe that was winnable. Small little things. Funny mirror match. I had too many spells stuck in my hand, I guess. Another scenario where we needed to have like one more land and we would have been good. Okay, on the play here. Oh man. Two flame breathers, but not really anything going on with them. I think I'm gonna mulligan that on the play. Look for some better stuff. Yeah, and that looks better to me. I'm gonna pitch the Ballista here. Let's keep all of our cheap spells. We do need to find a third land, but if we find our third land on time, then we're looking good. So many Lantern Bearers today, my gosh. Not just me, but all of the opponents as well. Sure. Wow, I'm surprised they did not sacrifice their Lantern Bearer there. That was very surprising. I guess they have a better exploit creature, maybe a Fell Stinger or something. Or Stitched Assistant. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So, I'm gonna try to go aggro on them. King them for one, attack with both. Flip our suitor. If they block, then I pump and eat their ghoul. If they don't block, then I drew the island for Wandering Mind, second main phase. Really, they should not block here. It's just a free roll for me to eat. Yep. But then, as a result, I have a very nice follow-up. Nice. 5 lands and Chill of the Grave. That was good. This game's gonna be over if they just go Lantern Bearer on their Mind Leech Ghoul. They need to do something else this turn. They know I have Chill in my hand. What you gonna do, friend? Alright, Skull Scab. It's not bad. Let's see if they sack their assistant. Just to get an extra untapped 2/2. Or, what's their game plan here? They played it not knowing what they were going to do with it. Ah, maybe they played in the wrong order, then. That's a pretty good draw. Okay. I think we're just going to slam the Celebrants here. And just kind of sit back for now. You're gonna attack me? Okay. I will take 1 damage. I accept. So they just have another exploit creature. Sure. So sack their bear, get a 2/2, but that means I get to start attacking with my Wandering Mind. The way they're tapping, it looks like they have that Undying card in their hand. The one that brings a creature back. That's a pretty good draw. Yeah, we're fine sitting back. Between the Flyer and the Flame Breather, we can just kind of ping them out. Okay. Pass. Okay. I will once again attack for 2 in the air. I don't see any reason to do anything. If they're not going to do anything, I don't think I need to do anything. It's fine. I think I want to hit another land before I Wandering Mind so we can still hold up that essence. Oh, I guess I could be pumping with my Deadly Dancer, right? Hmm. Well, no. We're holding up Cradle plus one of our 3 mana spells, so... that's a little bit better. Because they're just dying as it is, so I don't need to make any fast actions. Okay. We don't care about that. We can just tap that down. Alright, another land's good. Braid's good. Yeah, we're looking real nice now. They discarded a land that one turn, but now they're stuck with a bunch of cards in their hands, so that was probably a mistake on their end. Because if they're going to die with that many cards in their hand, then they should have just kept the land, right? Like if they're stuck playing 1 spell a turn, for example. Let's go ahead and chill their farmer in response. Before they can draw like Island and Cradle. And now what I can do is with the Lantern Bear, I can discard it to the blood. Give like my Celebrants flying, and that's also going to be GG. Yep, good game. Discard the Lantern Bear, draw a fresh card. Make a 5/5 Flying Menace when they only have 1 flyer. Attack with all 3 flyers, and they will take Xaxes. They had a really good exploit deck, but they just spent a little bit too long doing nothing. We'll take it. We will take it. Was that 5-2 now? I think. 5-2. Alright, let's win 2 more in a row. Easy peasy. Get that trophy. Not sure why I've been enjoying this format more than previous. But been drafting this format a lot more than normal. Shrug. Good practice for the Arena Open. I'm going to keep mentioning it because it's now in 2 weeks' time, but Arena Draft Open will be on the weekend of December 4th, so that's going to be pretty exciting. I've cashed in one of the Arena Opens, one of the limited Arena Opens in Strixhaven. But the draft should prove to be a pretty unique experience, I think. Alright, on the draw here. So it looks like a pretty nice hand. 2-drop removal spell, and then hopefully we have some some Mind Wandering and some other good 3-drops. Okay, don't even need to sweat the third draw. Toxic Scorpion, yep. Good draw here for us. The one creature we want to be casting on turn 2. The Breather of Flames. I'll take it if they attack. And let's go ahead and just keep curving out. I don't think we need to hold up Siphon Essence this turn. Another brick. So we had 3 of our 6 hits in our hand. So, sorry, 3 of our 9 hits in our hand. So still had 6 in the deck. Again, I don't know the math off the top of my head, but looking at the top 6 cards and having a 6 out of 30 chance. Ooh. Now we're getting groved. Okay. Well, that's not going to go off anytime soon. Hopefully. So game plan is just to sit back, counter their big play this turn, hopefully. If they just pass, I'll abrade. Yep, great. And then we don't want a blood yet. Bounce is actually really good here too. I think I'm gonna pass and instead of playing the Celebrants. I'm gonna hold up the Chill, the Retrieval, and the Abrade. So they target their Scorpion, let's deal 3 damage to it. I could play a Weaver of Blossoms. I don't really care about that. But I will chill it for tempo and card draw. And we smash in for 3, put him to 9. Play the land, play the Celebrants, hold up blue, and we're going to do the same thing we did in the other game. We're going to discard the Lantern Bearer to our blood token and give our Celebrant flying next turn. They're hellbent, so that's GG's. Lantern Bearer up our Celebrant. Shoot for 7 in the air. Cast 1 spell, ping you out. GG. Tempo, tempo, tempo. Bounce, bounce! Yeah! Let's go. One more. Final boss again. Sitting at 6 and 2. That's exactly what we wanted to be doing. Alright, I am a believer in the red-blue now. Here's the game plan. We're going to go turn 2 Flame Breather, turn 3 Eruth. We're going to be on the play. And we're going to win. Sounds like a good enough plan. As good a plan as any. Alright, final boss time. 6 and 2. Will we get the trophy, or will we go home with 6 wins and 3 losses? Blech. Bad news, we lost the die roll. This does look like a keep on the draw, though. We do have the turn 2 Flame Breather into hopefully a turn 3 Suitor. But Ooh, we really want to hit our third land next turn. Still gonna fetch though, even though it thins out the deck. Okay. Come on. Land off the top, please. Please, please, please. Oh, and this is how it's gonna end, huh? Missed land drops. Ah. That sucks. Okay, well they're not gonna attack then. Oh my gosh. So brutal. Yeah, I think this was an easy keep on the draw. I'm so far behind that I have to make this double block. Oh, maybe they just have a Flame Blessed Bolt. Oh, they're just gonna go all in. Okay, that's fine. That actually eats up their turn, so I'm not too unhappy with this. Alright, well. Doesn't look like this one was meant to be. So they can play the Celebrant and hit me for 4. Oh. Oh, they get auto-tapped there. So they must have a white trick in their hand. Oh, a little bit late to the party there. I guess I'm gonna have to chill the whatever this is called Dancer. Oh, I guess we'll counter that. That represents 4 damage if I don't. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I go to 2 on board. Brutal. Good beats. Too many of our matches came down to screw on both ends of the spectrum, right? I was screwed. I think the majority of my losses were screw. But then a lot of my opponents also had some screw, so. Sure. Good game, buddy. Good game. Skillfully outplayed once more. Yeah, I think we had like a bunch of games where my opponents missed land, and then a bunch of games where I missed land. We wanted that trophy really bad, but good beats. Still a really fun deck. Oh, I didn't highlight over the deck. Anyways, wanted to show it one more time. It had like 3 Flame Breathers, 2 of the Wandering Mind cards, a bunch of tempo, bounce, and tap down. So yeah, red-blue, pretty fun. Definitely worth giving a shot here in Crimson Vow. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all next time. Hit that like and subscribe.